Hello, all my Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for the month of August. I'm excited to jump in. I'm going to keep the format that I've been doing in the last few months, but I've replaced a lot of the cards just to bring a little freshness to it. And so before we jump in, I always just love to thank the Creator for being here with us, and we're so grateful for the unconditional love that you have for each and every single one of us, and the interest that you have in every area of our lives. It's just unimaginable that the Creator of all things cares about every intricacy of our lives, but you care about everything in an unconditionally loving and accepting way. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being here. We welcome you and we thank you. We also welcome, of course, our whole host of support on the other side, all of those beings of unconditional love and light that want to help bring through messages as well. And we welcome you and thank you for being here. All right, so we're going to start off, excuse me, by pulling a card here from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, just to get an idea of what the Creator wants you to know about the overall energy for your month of August. So let's take a look-see here and we'll see what comes through. All right, Creator, what do you want Aries to know about their month of August, please? What do you want Aries to know about their month of August? Make it real. Okay, I was going to say make it really clear for us because we love clear messages, and that is what we have here. So you got spring. See your seeds grow. And I know we're in the middle of hot summer, or actually August is probably, we're going to be seeing maybe some lighter movement towards the cooler. We got the bunny rabbit hopping in. A lot of the stuff you've been working on, the seeds you've been planting, those types of things, you actually get to experience the results. You're sowing what you were reaping, you're reaping what you're sowing. Sorry, or vice versa. You never know. But I love that for you. It's interesting too. This deck that I'm using, the normal deck would have like wands, and it's the element of fire, which you're a fire sign, but it's actually spring. So this is actually your energy to showing forth, showing that you are igniting your inner fire, that the inner you. You're just allowing yourself to shine. And in doing that, with that spark that you have and that fire, I kind of feel like, and this is a general reading, but for majority of you, it feels like your light's been dampened. And of course, a lot's been going on all over the world and everything else, but specifically for your life, you just feel like you've been under this heavy, cloudy sky, and then suddenly it's like, it's actually, you're moving from winter to spring. It was like this dark, gloomy, cold feel in your life, but you're moving into this more, sunshiny, flowers blooming everywhere, rabbits, and all these offspring running around. It's that feel for your life for August. So I love that for you. We'll also read from... Let me grab here. Oh, I think these are towards the back here. Yep. So spring, again, see your seeds grow. It says, embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. The spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, so their medicine can bring dreams to life. So really big focus on your intuition and a rebirth in August. An extended message for this card is you're ready to bring to life all of your ideas, your inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you're moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth. And if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. And when the spring card arrives in the future position of a spread or the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that coming spring will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. And this is not coming in the, well, I guess it is kind of a future position because we're looking at what's coming in August for you, right? So that would definitely indicate that this is going to bring in and usher in important energies with regards to the questions you're having about your life and why you were drawn to this reading. So as we did in other monthlies, I've taken a tarot deck, which this one is the Fairy Tarot, and I split out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana, and we'll talk about those as we go along. But for this, it's going to be also looking at what is the major general energies for the month of August for you, Aries. So we're going to just shuffle these up, give them a good little shuffle, and then we'll see what the Creator has for you. All right, Creator, what would you like Aries to know about their month of August, please? Okay. The Moon, and that's number 18. Beautiful images here. And that says powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So, of course, this talked about being a big month of intuition for you as well. So really, just trusting your gut. If you have decisions to make, try closing your eyes. Get out of your mind, get out of your impulses, and then move into your gut, into that higher place. Deep breaths, a lot of deep breaths in the month of August for you to come out of that fear and that fight or flight, to come out of all those supposed to, shoulds, need tos, blah, 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 all those things your mind is telling you from all those opinions that you've received from the outside, and dig deep within you and open up to the Creator and your whole posse of support on the other side to hear what they have to say. Because, if you had a resource that had the high point of view from above, and you're in this maze and they're up above and they see the whole thing and how to get you to where you want to go, wouldn't you just want to communicate with them and go, hey, over, hey, I need some guidance, left or right? And they're all to the right, over and out, all right, I go to the right, And so listening to that intuition from inside and consulting your guardian angels and your spirit guides and your loved ones on the other side, and our ancestors and, fairies, the whole myriad of beings of unconditional, of love and light on the other side. They only have your highest experience here, your highest vibration of love in mind. So you have that available for you. All right. Next, we're going to move into 4 areas of your life that make up kind of your being, make up your life. And the first one, like I mentioned, is spring, which this is normally the wands, the fire energy. So for this is going to represent your spiritual side. So what the Creator would like you to know about your spiritual journey in the month of August. So we're going to shuffle these up, and then we'll get clarification from another deck as well. All right, Creator, what do you want our Aries to know about their spiritual journey in August, please? Make it really clear for us, please. You know, we love our clear, obvious messages. Okay, thank you. That one is speaking to us. So let me turn this way. And you got the 3 of Spring. And I love all the purple in there. Got your crown chakra. And it says, plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience, because there are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. And so I love this. The 3 of Wands, the 3 of Spring is about, the two of Wands, the 2 of Spring would be making plans and, going, this is how I want to get here. So for a spiritual journey, it would be like, I want to, I'm gonna, do these meditations or these prayers, or I'm gonna go on this retreat, and you make these plans on all these actions of spiritual, spiritual actions that will help expand your spiritual life, your connection to the Creator, your connection to the other side. The 3 of Spring means, you have this plan from get to here, and you've made steps already, but you're ready. You're at like a pivotal point where you will expand, and you're ready to jump into that next stage. So I love that for you. That means, the Creator is validating the work that you've done, the steps that you've taken, and you definitely are ready for your next path in the journey, the next level, the next step. In what you were planning on doing and where you wanted to go. So, just know your efforts are not falling on deaf ears and deaf eyes and, whatever, however the Creator witnesses our actions. I mean, the Creator is right there within you and right there always around you. So there's nothing that ever goes unseen. And I love this here. You can see this beautiful butterfly, right here, where so you've taken the stages to go through your cocoon, where you've been dissolving some old beliefs about spirituality, some old beliefs about yourself, and so your energy, your spiritual side is just amplifying, and that's perfect for moving into this month where you are going to have a higher intuition than normal, because you're expanding your the love that you have inside, that energy you have inside. You're expanding and opening up that flow of your spiritual energy, which then activates and brings clarity around your intuition, but it also activates and expands other gifts that you have inside, your spiritual gifts. So I love that for you. And then we're going to pull a card here from the Healing with the Fairies deck and see what additional message the Creator has regarding your spiritual journey and adventure for August. Yeah, but don't fear your intuition. And I know when you're hearing, it's like you just know things, like before people call, or something about someone's history and they never told you, or you're trying to explain something to someone and you have an example. What would be like this kind of situation? And they're like, who told you, about my life? And you just knew, you had that gut that it just flowed through you, and you had no idea that you were talking about their life. And then they're like, oh, but you're going to get validation during the month of August and even into September, because, of course, 8 would be August, and you have 8 plus 1. So in August into September, you're really going to see that as well. All right, Creator, what else do you want Aries to know about their spiritual journey in August, please? Okay. Higher consciousness. So you just can't make that up. That is what you are connecting to, that higher realm. And I'll read from the book too. But yeah, I mean, that's just so perfect. If you wanted additional clarification, there it is. So the card meaning says you're receiving guidance from your true self, your higher consciousness, which is one with divine universal wisdom. You're listening to love rather than fear. This card is a validation that your recent feelings, thoughts, dreams, and aspirations are coming from spirit. You've been asking for divine guidance, and your higher self has answered your prayers. Your spiritual path has helped you hear this voice because you've taken the time to listen. Perhaps you've begun a meditation or yoga practice, and this has helped quiet your mind. Or maybe you've put your foot down to the universe and have adamantly decided to improve your life. Whichever route you've taken, this is working very well. Like we talked about, 3 of spring means you've done work, and you're being acknowledged for that again. Now, the fairies ask you to keep having conversations with your higher consciousness. This will involve carving out time away from noise and stress. You may need to take frequent nature walks, join a spiritual support group, or go on a retreat. Like I talked about, you probably have done that. By quieting your life and your mind, the voice of your higher consciousness becomes increasingly loud and clear. It guides you perfectly through all life areas. And the affirmation is, I easily hear and understand the inner voice of spirit. You just can't make that up, right? I mean, that's exactly what we were talking about. So great affirmations there. Let me just move these cards over here. So beautiful. I love that. Just that deep connection. You've been doing the work. It's being validated and recognized, and they're just saying continue to do it, continue to connect to those higher realms, that higher vibration. And I love, because when we're in fear and fight or flight, it's so noisy, and our vibration is lower here. Our love vibration is low when we're in fear, or lower. And when we focus on what we do have, like gratitude, and we focus on unconditional love, focus on joy and laughter, and get into a peaceful place. Like I said, a lot of deep breaths during the month of August. Those things raise our vibration up, and this is where the vibration of the other side is at this higher frequency of love, and so we hear more clearly because we're at that same frequency, rather than all the static when we're not on that exact radio station, right? You can always tell you're close to the radio station, but all you hear is you hear every few words instead of it coming through in stereo, with clarity and preciseness. All right, next we're going to move into, this is the autumn deck, which is really the pentacles, the earth energy, and it's going to represent your physical world, your physical environment, what's going on around you in the physical world in the month of August, or what the Creator wants you to know about what's going on in your physical world. All right, Creator, for Aries, what do you want them to know about their physical journey in the month of August, please? I could make it really, okay. If I just have the patience and wait a second longer, right? So you got the Queen of Autumn. That's about generosity, being stylish, graciousness, practicality. And so that makes so much sense too. It says, be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. And this is, the Queen of Pentacles, which is like Mother Nature. You can see how she's sitting on her throne, and you've got the bunny rabbit appearing here again, like the hair here, and she has just everything she needs. You have all the abundance, all the fruit, all the harvest, like we talked about. You planted all the seeds, and now you're getting those things coming into your life. I also, for me, the Queen of Autumn is like Mother Nature. And so, when this talked about getting out in nature and connecting with nature, I feel this is a strong message for you for that. So, getting out of your normal circumstances, getting away from, the same cycles, the same, schedule, everything going on. It's like doing something new. And then, like this mentioned, it might take you going on nature walks a lot, even if it's just walking down to a park near your house, or going over to a friend's house and going in their backyard and enjoying that. Because if you go into your own backyard, you're going to look at, I need to do that. Oh, I need to do that. Oh, I need to cut the grass. Oh, I need to weed that garden. Your mind distracts you with all the stuff that needs to be done. But when you're able to go somewhere and just appreciate the beauty of nature, wherever it might be, that just brings that peace and allows you to connect more to the, the mother and father of all things, the Mother Nature, the Sky Father. It helps you just connect with that beautiful energy of the other side. We're also going to pull a card here from the Native Spirit Oracle and see what else the Creator would like you to know about your physical journey for August. All right, Aries, what else would the Creator like you to know about your physical environment, your physical journey, your physical adventures? Okay, thank you. I almost said something but I waited. Okay, there we go. Yep, the circle of life. And I love this. I was talking about a maze right before, about connecting to the higher to help you get through the maze. And so you're going to realize that, and, with life, of course, this is like, the Lion King, the circle of life. I won't sing the whole thing for you there. But, it's about realizing that everything leads us, to this spot, our inner selves. And that's a beautiful, I love that green and green. The, beautiful thing about life is that everything that happens in the external world always ends up pointing us back to our inner self. And this is the journey of pretending like we're outside, and just, there's this veil that happens when we come down here to shield us from remembering who we really are, because we really are these powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings made of unconditional love. We come down here veiled to be able to experience what it might feel like to feel small, and conditional love, and all that type of stuff. So I love that message there too. And let me read from the book here too for additional messages. So this states, all things are possible. Stand in your center and be open. The four winds are bringing your dreams to fruition. And I love that, because this also talked about meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. And it may not be a physical person too. It might be connecting to your spirit guides, because they're the ones, the Creator too. Your relationship with the Creator can help your dreams come true. And it says, embrace and accept where you are in the great circle of life. bounty and abundance are flowing to you. If you've had relationship or financial challenges, things are about to change. So your native spirit wants you to know the circle of life, called the medicine wheel in Native American tradition, symbolizes a cosmology that honors all the circles of life. Those in Western cultures tend to see life as linear. However, those in indigenous cultures see all life as a circle. When this card chooses you, it's time to honor and cherish all aspects of the Great Circle. All parts of the journey have beauty and grace. There's beauty in the rising sun, just as there is in the setting sun. To only revel in the rising sun and demean times of endings depletes your energy. Choose what is, and you become a master of the universe, or at least of your own personal universe. And I love these cards because they give you a journey that you can or cannot act on if it resonates with you. So it says, create a medicine wheel for yourself. It can be as simple as creating a circle of stones that you place on your desk, or making a circle of stones or pine cones that you lay outdoors. As you place each part of the circle, hold the intent that you're honoring all aspects of your life. So that is beautiful. I love that because it's also about gratitude, and like we talked about, getting out of your mind and out of all the supposed to, shoulds, and have tos, and understand that some frustration that might be coming, like everything's not working out the way you think it should, understanding that everyone's moving in their own circle and there's all these things going on, and that you can just honor that that's their journey, and you don't have to solve it. You don't have to convince them to, come into your circle of life. You get to maintain your own. I love too that with the moon and this focus on intuition, it might be a month of where you do withdraw more to yourself than normal. And because I see the circle of life getting to that center, that's you in the middle, and you keep everyone else kind of, they're out here in these outer rims, but no one's in there with you. You're taking a lot more time than normal for you into yourself. And that's okay. You deserve it. So I'm just going to get a quick sip of coffee here before we move on to the next stack, which is the winter. And winter is really, it represents the air element, which is the swords in a regular tarot. And this is going to represent your mind and your mindset, your beliefs. Sometimes I joke it's your mental state, but it's more of your mental adventure, right? And so let me just finish this here. All right, Creator, what do you want Aries to know about their mental adventure for August? Okay, thank you. And you got the 7 of Winter. And that says there is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. And this is beautiful. You can see she's zipping along on, ice skating and going along. And I mentioned in here about how, to get out of your mind, to get out of just all that confusion around the supposed to, shoulds, needs, tos, have tos. And this is just reiterating that, because your mind during the month of August, you're going to feel that confusion. You're going to feel that I can't trust my mind. I feel like I'm out of my mind. And, coming to this circle, coming to this, connecting to the higher spirit, getting out into nature to where you can shut down all these thoughts and all this urgency. I kind of feel like she's like skidding along really fast on there, and that the mind is like racing, like a speed skate racing, and what the creators want you to know is like, yeah, that is what I mean, you've done a lot, and all the activity you've done is bringing things, but this is the month to give your mind a break and to really spend that internal time, even if you're going on vacation somewhere, getting away from things so that you can quiet your mind, because there is a better choice that's not logical, but you're going to intuitively discover it, and that's, you're going to find it when you're in that place of peace, when you're in the center away from all of it. And I love this example too of, sometimes like this is a hurricane and the eye of the storm is in the middle, where that's where you can actually, sometimes the sun is even shining down in the middle, while all these outside of it, there's all these severely high winds and rain and all the destruction going on, but that's in here, it's quiet, nice little breeze, and the sun's shining down. And that is where place you can get to with the quieting of your mind. We're also going to pull a card here from the numerology guidance cards. And the Seven of Winter, the Seven of Swords, can be that there are some beliefs that are being brought to your face as well. Things that you might have avoided, or I'll get to it. But situations keep on bringing up the same thought and belief to your face. And you also find out the hidden behind that with, all this intuitiveness and going into your spiritual side and getting the higher viewpoint. You'll get messages about this repeating pattern that's been happening in your life that have brought up, like I said, the same situation over and over and over and over again. And it may not be like the same exact, like I keep on going out with the same person. No, it might be that person disappointed me, my job is disappointing me, my family is disappointing me, my friends are disappointing me, the world is disappointing me. You might have all this same type of feeling coming up, and that's what it's based on a belief about yourself, and because that's just being reflected and mirrored out to the world. So that's what's going to help you get to that too with this process. All right, Creator, what else do you want Aries to know about their mental adventure in August? Okay. We're out of the room there. Okay. Perfect. You got 88, abundance. And I love this because this was all talking about abundance as well as the rabbit. You just have a lot of abundance coming in too. So a message overall is that August 8, right? So it's like, yes, you are going to be having some great things come to you, whether it's financial, emotional, spiritual, definitely spiritual abundance is going to be coming for sure. Mental abundance though. So I love this because, it is so freeing. If you have something that's been such a huge part of your life, like a personal belief or thought that always keeps coming up, and it could be around your thoughts around abundance, around that I'm not worthy to accept it, or I fear having abundance because I fear it's going to be taken away. There's just so many things, thoughts around abundance in our lives, right? And I really feel that this is clarity and clarification on the thought that's been coming up to you. And it can be your beliefs about, like I mentioned, if it's about a relationship, well, a relationship is abundant and full and complete when this happens, and that's not happening, so you feel there's not abundance. So when we change our belief around it, going, well, how about I kind of remove the expectations around what a relationship should be, and instead of focusing on all that it's not, I'm going to focus on all that it is. And you can do that with a job. Well, my job's not bringing this. Well, let's transform, not focusing on what is not happening and what we're grateful for. And you just can transform that in every area of your life. And then you'd suddenly see, oh my God, my life is full of abundance. I didn't even realize it all along. All right, and let's read from the book here too. So this card indicates a need to adopt an attitude of abundance in order to attract it into your life. Okay, just like we were talking about. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to recognize the numerous opportunities in front of you, for the universe is bountiful and there is plenty to go around. Since you attract what you believe, you must improve your perception of the world. Replace your thoughts of scarcity, competition, and shortage with feelings of abundance, prosperity, and hope. Okay. The universe has an infinite supply of love, health, wealth, and wisdom. Therefore, a greedy, competitive mindset only prevents abundance from flowing. At this time, you must recognize and address any limiting beliefs that are blocking this flow. Perhaps you were brought up to believe that money doesn't grow on trees. Or maybe you aren't convinced you deserve to be happy, successful, and prosperous. When you change your perception, you change the circumstances of your life. So in order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to adopt an attitude of abundance. Share what you can with others because there's enough for everyone. Be grateful for what you already have and know there is plenty more to come. When you believe that the universe is abundant, you can make your dreams come true. Again, dreams coming true, dreams coming true, dreams coming true. And the affirmation for this card is, the universe has unlimited abundance, so I always have what I need. Beautiful. I love that. All righty. And we're moving into our last stack here, which this is summer, which is actually water element or cups in the regular tarot. So this is going to represent your emotional adventure during the month of August. So let me just finish here. Thank you. And for Aries, Creator, what would you like them to know about their emotional adventure in August? Okay. And you got the 8 of Summer. And what I love about this, you can kind of see she's walking away. And here, I'll read this. It says, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. And normally, like the regular tarot, they have like the 8 cups are in the, like up here and they're walking away. And this is kind of what this is going on, as they're walking away to something new. And so during the month of August, your emotions are that you're leaving things behind that no longer serve you. You know, the things that were supposed to fulfill you and make you whole, you're leaving those behind. And that really reflects on, you know, your mindset impacts your emotions and your emotions impact your mindset. And when you change your belief about what should be, when you change your beliefs around abundance, then you just move, you know, she's moving, walking towards this sunrise or sunset, like it talked about. You're walking toward the light. You're walking towards something that is brighter, and, you know, something that's hopeful and inspiring, and something that is fulfilling for you. Those 8 of Cups were all those things out here that are supposed to make you feel whole and complete, and you're ready to move away from that. There's another deck, the Light Seers deck, that I love, and it has a great picture of someone walking away on a beach toward the sunlight, but there's this one of the cups is sitting there, and there's this little fire that's going on inside of it. And so that's like a ritual of I'm burning up the old thoughts. I'm letting those things no longer impact me. And I'm, moving on to a new direction. So your emotionalness is, you might feel a little bit of like, well, as I'm letting those thoughts go, I feel a little bit of loss, but I just had this image of, and I forget where I read it, where, it's like the creator's like this, big adult, has his hand out to a little child who has a small teddy bear. And he's asking for the little teddy bear, and the little child's like, oh, I don't want to give it up. But behind the, adult's back has a bigger teddy bear. And it's like, well, sometimes you have to give up a little, thing to get something bigger. And that's what I feel for you there. All right. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Path of the Soul Destiny cards. And we'll get your final message about your emotional adventure. It's going to be the last card for your reading here as well. All right, Creator, what would you like Aries to know? Last message for Aries for August for this reading anyway. Okay. And I do also do weeklies. And I think I'll have a playlist at the end of this video for the weeklies. So if you want to kind of keep up to date, throughout the month on energies that come through, just know that that's there as well. And this is card number 32. These are fractal images here, which I love. I call them the spiritual ink blot test. You can look at it and see what you see, but I'll read from the book here to see what the meaning of the card is. Again, a lot of purples in there for your connecting to your crown chakra and your higher self. And this is Nurturing Universe. So this card encompasses all aspects of being divinely nurtured and supported. It calls to allow the full flow of loving energy within you to nurture and support you. This spiraling healing energy is available to you at all times. It surrounds you and embraces you. You're never alone on your journey. You're always supported and cared for. So this nurturing feminine energy calls you to her arms. Rest with her for a while. Let her soothe your heart, heal your wounds, and guide you gently and lovingly onto your path. So beautiful. And I really feel that's some good motherly feminine energy from the mother side of the divine mother of our Creator. Our Creator is the mother and father of all things. We are made in the image of our Creator. That's why some are female, some are male, but we all have the divine masculine and feminine within us. And this nurturing piece is an important message for you for this month, to just really take time for yourself, take time alone, take time out to really dig into your spiritual side. You've got abundance all over the place in here. Just look at changing that mindset about your worth and receiving abundance, because if you can feel you can receive this much abundance, that's what you'll receive. If you feel you can, you're worthy to receive this much abundance, that's what you will, etc., etc. So I love this message for you. Aries, just know as you go throughout August, every second of every day, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And I love you too. Take care. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.